What is good, Hellraisers? Welcome back to a brand new episode. Today we're continuing our series of looking at the best blueprints for the Cold War and Modern Warfare weapons. Now that we've finished all the SMGs, let's go ahead and start with the assault rifles. Now we're going to start with a Black Ops weapon and the XM4. Now the XM4 is one of the most widely used assault rifles in Cold War and Warzone. It resembles a lot the M4A1 from the Modern Warfare guns. Of course, the M4A1 was a solid gun before the integration of Cold War into Warzone. Once the integration was done, of course, all the Cold War weapons got the upper hand on the assault rifle. Even submachine guns, I mean, just in general, they got all the upper hand, except for the snipers. Otherwise, all the other classes, shotguns, tactical rifles, LMGs, and assault rifles and SMGs, the Cold War weapons got the upper hand. So the XM4, here it is. We're going to be talking about the blueprints that they have and the best blueprint that you want in your arsenal. Now we have here 4 legendary blueprints. We have the Cleanup Crew, which was introduced in Season 4 of Warzone. We have the Vex Lord, that was introduced in Season 3. We have the Glacial Mass, that was introduced in Season 1. And we have the Battle Bronze, that was introduced in Season number 5. Now looking at the Battle Bronze, I think the Battle Bronze is the nicest blueprint available for the XM4. By nicest, I don't mean the best, I mean the most aesthetically pleasing one. Now if we look at some of the attachments, they put the Infantry Compensator, which is good for that vertical recoil. Stabilization, it does increase a bit of accuracy, but for me it just makes the gun way too loud. Then we have the Cobra Red Dot. Now for these guns, the XM4 or the M4A1, the iron sight is not too good, so you would want to go with an optic. Now of course, optics, it depends what you like. Some people prefer smaller optics. The best optic for the Cold War guns is the 3 times axial 3 times scope. But again, if you're playing with if you plan on playing with a short to medium range, then a Cobra Red Dot would be perfect. At 1.37 magnifier, you can kill people at any distance that you please. Now for some reason people love this XM4 and use it as a long range gun. For me, I was not able to do a configuration with it where my shots at long distance are stable. There always seems to be recoil at long distances. I don't know why some top YouTubers and top streamers do use it as long range and it does not have recoil on them. I'm not at this point, you don't even know if they're cheating or they're not cheating, but for me and of course my friends, none of us were able to do any of the configurations with the XM4 that makes it so that the recoil at the long distance is perfect or even manageable. Third attachment of the stock, which is the wire stock here, which is good for that mobility. You have the 45 round ammunition, of course, you need with this gun. I mean, with all the assault rifles, you do need to have a larger magazine, and you have the foregrip for the horizontal recoil. So all in all, you increase the accuracy, you increase the fire rate, you increase the mobility and the control. Moving on to the second one is the Glacial Mass. Now this is one that not a lot of people have. A lot of people joined the game after Season 1 of the integration of Cold War. Usually around Season 3 we saw a spike, Season 3, Season 4. So yeah, a lot of people missed out on this one. But again, you could always get it in one of the blueprint blitz events in Warzone. I don't think it's going to be on the list, but who knows, they keep on changing it because it's not one of the most wanted or most used blueprints. They usually reserve the most used ones and most sought after to be put in those events, especially since the weapons they put in each event are limited. But yeah, always keep a lookout. If you're trying to replicate this and you get it as a ground loot and you're trying to replicate the attachments, all you need is a suppressor for the muzzle, a 13.7 takedown barrel that's going to give you that extra range and damage, the Ember sighting point that's going to add to you that hip fire shooting and a bit of accuracy that we see in the bottom left, the jungle style magazine ammunition. I mean, it doesn't add a lot of ammunition rounds to your gun, so I'm not too sure if it's the best attachment, but at least it's going to make the reload time much quicker, the control much quicker, and maybe give you some advantage when you have to reload those guns. And of course you have the drop shot wrap that again adds some control to your gun. Now you do lose a bit of mobility. I'm assuming that's because of the jungle style mag and the suppressor. For some reason suppressors have a lot of negative impacts on the guns. I do admit that the suppressor is not the best muzzle to have. The HC suppressor is on the other hand. But yeah, for this setup, I mean, if you don't have the gun leveled up, it's a pretty solid blueprint to have. I'm going to come back to the Vex Lord as the last one, but the before last is going to be the cleanup crew. Now the cleanup crew, a lot of people have started using it because of the beautiful attachments it has, and also the aesthetic. The aesthetic is the main point. And when you see this gun, it is something that stands out in the battlefield. It was introduced, of course, in Season 4. We have the infantry compensator, which is good for that accuracy. We have the Tiger Beam Spotlight, which is a very strong laser to have on the assault rifles. It increases that hipfire accuracy, so that way you increase again your accuracy. You have the Silix Hollow Scout optics. Some people like it, some people don't. It really is a matter of preference. You have the Infiltrator grip, which is great for that mobility. And you have the ammunition 45 round mag. Now usually an ammunition is going to decrease your mobility, but because of the underbarrel and the and the laser, if you can see the mobility, it is quite high. So not only do they compensate for the lack of mobility caused by the high ammunition round, but they actually increase it quite a bit. So I remember when this gun came out, I tried it out. It was the way you can maneuver with this weapon are really good. So if you're looking for something to rush with, you can definitely try this one out. And now moving on to the last and the best blueprint you want for the XM4 is the Vex Lord. Now I'm pretty sure you've run across somebody who's using this one. If they're using it because of the attachments or the blueprint or because of the aesthetics of it, it is a gun that a lot of people are using. It's a very nice camo. I do like it myself, and to be honest, even the attachments are pretty good. Of course, they kept the 45 round ammunition mag because you do need that for the assault rifle. They use a flash guard 5.56 to increase that accuracy and damage. We have the barrel 13.7 takedown, which is the best barrel to have for the XM4. That increases the range. You have the SOF target destinator, which is a pretty good laser sight too for that hipfire shooting, and the tactical stock. As you can see from the bottom left corner, that does increase the accuracy, the damage by quite a lot. So already the XM4 is a pretty solid weapon, but imagine increasing the damage that much is going to make it very deadly. You gain a tiny bit of mobility, but a lot of control, which is good. Probably could help you with the long distances. But yeah, all in all, it's a really solid weapon. The only thing that I would add is probably an optics, but I mean, even without an optics, if you can grab this as a ground load or grab it for someone's body, I definitely recommend that. Let's look at the cutscene, 3D preview. I mean, you can already see it's a pretty nice design. There are nice colors, drawings, and attachments. Of course, we're reviewing all the free ones. For the ones that you can buy, I think there's like 21. So they did invest a lot because it's one of the weapons that a lot of people are using. Actually, I would say the most amount of people are using. We have White Rabbit, that's an Ultra from Season 5, SWAT Master, and I have a few friends who bought this one. Steel Shredder, Season 4, Blasting Star, looks like a Captain America one, Western Wall 2. We have the Treasure Hunter, all these with tracers. Oh, this one's a pretty nice one. Gold and purple tracer rounds. We have Court Jester. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through all of them, but we have like 21 other blueprints on the ones you can buy. So you can tell that this gun is one of the most widely used guns, and the one that people like a lot. But yeah, give these blueprints a try. Not these ones that you buy, but the ones that we discussed earlier on. Let me know in the comment section what you guys prefer, and if there are other free blueprints that I missed. I try to unlock every single blueprint for every single gun, but you know, sometimes it could happen that I would forget one or two. So please let me know in the comment section below and what your best attachments are for this weapon. I could maybe try it out and see if it solves my recoil problem. Alright guys, until next time, take it easy. Thank you for watching this video and have fun.
Trophy system deployed. I'm under fire. Power obstacle with me. Take out the difference.
I'm under fire.
Our reinforcements have arrived. Stop further advancement.